Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm wondering.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Gun.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Running right through him. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Complete to his tight end, Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11 MT. 11 MT.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
11 Thomas. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 7. Cook up the gut. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Allen. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And we're down to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
To throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Back to Mixon on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there at one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On third down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here we go. 12, 11.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
11 coming.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, here's Burrow. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 2, ready? 12, 12, 12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11 MP, 11 MP.
Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
11 MP, hey! 11 MP.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 1, ready? Go, go, go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go,
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
Burrow will throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So this, Charles, here, a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
set. 12, 12, 12, 11 empty tape. 11 empty tape. 11 common. 12, 12, 12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
56, 56.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 51 yards. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Up the middle, it's Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the ground, Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. A 50-yard attempt.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here we go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Come on, ready? 11. 12.
Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On 1, ready? 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Burrow on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Allen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately for the other team, a tough way for it to end.